My name's Desert Beaver.
Try again.
Uh, oh, good morning. My name's Desert Beaver.
No, no, try again.
Oh, um, my name's
Stop.
Desert Beaver.
Cut.
Oh, um,
You have one more time.
okay. Guys, this is my job. I hope I can do it. Good morning. My name's Desert Beaver. Viewer listener, I'm really happy that you're here. I've got news for you. You're an artist, and I hope we can bring a little joy to your day. How's that?
It was better.
Oh, everyone, here's our guest, Ginger. Ginger Wood.
Hello.
Oh, this is going to be so fun. So she might already be taking over my job. Who knows? Um, Ginger is in. She's passionate about directing, writing, producing. I mean, probably everything if I'm getting the vibe right. Just cinema in general, which is going to be so fun because I am too. I guess if we were just to like get right into it, what's your earliest memory in film?
I remember when I was really little, like maybe not even in school yet. I watched Coraline with my family, and I remember
Oh.
getting really scared, but I also didn't want to stop watching because I thought it was really intriguing.
Oh my gosh. Oh. So what would your favorite genre of film be?
I do really love drama.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have a very soft spot for fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And like Lord of the Rings was a big part of my childhood. And
Yes.
uh yeah. I mean, I really like all genres, but I guess the ones that I'm really drawn to are drama and fantasy and stuff like that. Yeah. Just I just love movies. Every movie.
Yes, that's a good trait to have. I'm a little more selective and it definitely comes back on me later. I'm like, have a lane and kind of stick to the lane.
Yeah, I
But
just I just love all movies. If you see my letterbox, it's like nothing below 3 stars.
oh, yeah, I feel like drama and fantasy are more like complete worlds. Yeah, yeah. Quality, quality, quality. Um, so what's like your earliest connection to like writing? Well, besides being 5 and learning how to write, like, was there a time that you wrote something and you were like, "Ooh, that was cool."
Write books when I was little. Um, I mean, it didn't really happen, but I did want to write like books, and I actually, me and Seven were just speaking, and sh I showed her a very, very old script that I wrote when I was like 9, and it's horrible, but it's so funny to
Yes.
see that, you know, that vision I had when I was like 8 years old.
Oh my gosh, good for you. You were actually doing it at a young age, not just like observing, actually
hmm
going for it. It's really awesome. When did you start looking at cinema like critically? Was it like early or did it take you a while to start to really?
It did take me a while because for a while in my life, I was very uninspired by like everything, and I didn't really find like a lot of passion in some things. But then I found like I can just watch movies all the time, and I'm like, wait, actually, this is like I really want to pursue this, and I'm very passionate
Hmm.
about it. I think it's amazing. So I would say maybe when I was around like 14.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's awesome. So did you find like passion again or interest again through cinema? Oh, that's the dream. As like a
Yeah.
movie maker, not that I'm like a movie maker, but like that's 100% my goal is to that is so awesome. So speaking of inspiration, What like do you have movies that have inspired you? Like any key movies?
Uh, I would say The Hobbit.
Oh yeah.
The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings. Uh, there's so many. Um, I think Girl Interrupted, X-Men,
Hmm.
just very things that I have a very special connection to. There's definitely way more. The Banshees of Inisherin. Have you seen
Okay.
that one?
I don't think
Amazing.
so.
It's so good. A24.
Okay.
Uh, just that whole production is amazing. Um, I feel like the movie Brokeback Mountain is a very visually stunning film, and the just I love that movie so much. I have such a special place for it in my heart. It's visually very beautiful, and just the whole way it's shot is so captivating.
Mhm.
And there's probably way more that I just can't think of.
I feel like I'm watching like at the Oscars when they have the 30 seconds and you're like, I will thank every single person I know. No, no, that's wonderful. I've heard that you do very detailed analyses of films, and I'm getting pieces of that as you're reflecting over some of your favorites. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to say that. I don't know if I have any questions. That just sounds so interesting.
Yeah, I think from who you heard it from, that is true. I do like going into depth with just, the visuals and literally just everything about it. You probably heard from Seven that I'm writing an analysis on Brokeback Mountain, and I want to write one on American Psycho and The Hobbit and those movies that I find just very special.
So what are you going to do with those? Do you have like a goal with those?
Not exactly, just to do it and maybe educate myself more, gain a better understanding by really diving deep into them.
That makes complete sense. I didn't when you said like you want to do it, I was for a second I was like, wait, she's so driven she might like start her own blog. And if that was
Good
true, then
idea.
I would be a participant in the blog. So if you do, let me know. Every part. Do you have actors that like
Yeah. Oh yeah,
who?
definitely. Um, Sebastian Stan, uh, Michael Fassbender,
Hmm.
James McAvoy, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon.
Oh,
Um,
I love Matt
uh,
Damon.
yes, yes. Um, there's so many. There's so many, and there's like so many. I'm blanking now. Colin Farrell. Um, Barry Keegan. Uh, I really like Reese Witherspoon. I do.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Um, it's just so many. It's like, Pedro Pascal.
Oh, yeah. I
Hmm.
feel like I haven't met a person yet who can't at least say something about him. Whether it's really,
Exactly.
really good or really bad, they have an opinion on him.
He's amazing. I think he's fantastic. There's so many. There's so many. Um,
We live in a talented
gosh.
world.
Yeah, we really do. Especially now. There's so much new talent.
Hmm.
Gosh, that's such a hard question because there's literally like I love like I get so obsessed with actors and actresses and just like people in that realm. It's amazing. But
Hmm.
yeah, there's just so much talent there.
Yeah,
In the ones that I mentioned, there's a lot of admiration that I have for them.
yeah. Well, if you think of any more on this or on what you just say, if any more come to mind. So, do you have any, okay, well, directors. Do you have any directors you're super into?
Definitely. David Lynch is like my number one. Uh yeah, I
Okay,
love
who is
David
he?
Lynch so
Because I
much.
know his name. I'm sorry. I hardly ever read. All I know is Francis Ford Coppola did The Outsiders. That's probably the only like name that I can associate with a film.
Head and Twin Peaks and Blue Velvet. Uh, blinking. But no, those are like the ones that he's very well known for.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for educating me.
For sure. Always happy to introduce people to David Lynch.
I've been super impacted by like listening to directors and interviews, or it's actually part of why I wanted to do this is because listening to conversations, it's just such a gift. So, have you heard any really good pieces of advice from any like directors or actors or just anything that changed your thinking?
Yeah, definitely. There's I think it's from David Lynch's Masterclass. Um, there was a segment where he was really focusing on not letting suffering become or like pain in your life become what makes your art. And
Mm.
I am really that's really like stunk into me. And like he was talking about not letting like your pain or your suffering dictate your art. And he used Leonardo da Vinci. You know, he or
Oh,
no, not da Vinci. What's his name?
Van
It's
Gogh.
early. It is early. Van Gogh, Van Gogh, yeah, Van Gogh. He used Van Gogh as an example
He's the one
of
with the ear.
yes, yeah, and
Oh, yep. That's why
you
I
know,
guessed Van Gogh.
Van Gogh was a very troubled individual.
Yep.
But he didn't paint because he was depressed or that he because he was feeling bad. I mean, he did use that as inspiration for his art, but he didn't hate painting. He painted because he loved to paint and
Mhm.
he uh he didn't want to like he wanted that as an escape from his pain and his troubled life.
Yeah.
So I think that really stuck with me and yeah. hmm
Wow. This is
Yeah, just
exactly why
trying
I
to
asked you. I just totally had a feeling that you would like have a really good response. Okay, what is your least favorite genre? Do you have one?
Oh, I mean, I think I'm not saying that like action is bad, but I feel like that genre has been very I guess co-opted by the uh companies and things that just want to make money out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like they'll take these franchises like Terminator or Die Hard or even the Avengers or Marvel, they'll take it and just run it into the ground and pump it as
Yeah,
much as they
yeah.
can. And it can get tired, but there's still room for it to grow. And I want to see it grow because it's a little bleak, but
Yeah.
it's getting better, actually. We're going to see the new Marvel movie Thunderbolts today, and I'm so
Oh
excited.
my
I'm
goodness.
so excited. And this is like Marvel, in my opinion, has been really lacking as in these recent couple of years, and I think that is the general census on that. But I think that this could be like a redemption, and I'm really excited. I'm like
I can confirm that I spoke to Ginger after she watched Thunderbolts and she was just singing its praises. She loved it, and that's all. I can confirm that I spoke to Ginger after she watched Thunderbolts and she was just singing its praises. She loved it, and that's all.
So, as this you found this thing that you probably want to continue with, right? What are you thinking of doing after high school?
I do want to go into the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my number one dream is to be a director and
Mm-hmm.
a writer and, you know, have stuff in that realm with like movies and
Yeah.
cinema and filmmaking. Um, that's really important to me. So I would want to try and get into it as much as I could. I'm actually taking a screenwriting class, so I hope
Ooh,
that'll help me a lot.
yes. I think I'm gonna take one next year. I'm really excited.
Awesome.
Yeah. I love writing and
hmm
screenwriting's the thing I'm not good at. I'm like, wait, there's so many margins. Why do you have to write over here? What can you write it? Wait, that's wrong. Move it, move it, move it, move it. Wait, I think it goes here.
Right.
Yeah. So do you have any interest in like theater or plays? I know that's kind of a
Not
different
as
world.
much as film,
Mm-hmm.
but there is I did have a theater career, I guess you could say, in elementary school. And that was really fun. And I have been in a couple plays since. I did one last year. I can't remember when. I think it was November of last year.
Mm-hmm.
I did a a little showcase.
Oh, fun.
I took an acting class and all that, and it was really fun.
Oh, fun. If you were to pick one movie, just like one movie that you that like impacted you the most, is that even possible? Probably not.
I don't even know. Um, it might not be. I know I've mentioned it like a million times, but I would probably say Brokeback Mountain, just
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of the most, it's in my opinion, one of the best movies of all time. I would say that just because I mean, I have been analyzing it a lot, but
Hmm.
ever since I watched it, it has been really gripping and it like kind of pulled me into like, yes, this is so amazing, and I
Hmm.
still like feel so intensely about this. Like I have such a passion for it, and I
Hmm.
want to be like as great as this movie, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense. I have my own movies that have done that to me. Like
Yeah,
I completely, yeah.
that's
Cinema
good.
is so special. And I bet the anyone a part of it would just love to hear our conversation and
Mhm.
how much it impacted.
Yeah, there's plenty of movies that do that for me though.
Hmm.
Um, I
Hmm.
would, yeah, like Coraline and The Hobbit and
Hmm.
all of that is just it's all been so special.
Hmm. Hmm. And what would you have you looked at like because I've looked into a lot of like old movies and comparing them to like how much we've grown. Like, have you looked at the like innovation throughout the years of cinema?
Little bit. I want to explore more of that, like a
Hmm.
lot more, because I know like that much. But
Yeah.
um, I think just film coming from anywhere. Like I know France is very like they have like all the artsy fartsy stuff,
Yes.
and European films are very artsy fartsy. But yeah, just it all every part of cinema is so amazing to me, and I don't really have much to say on the history because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know like that much, but I need to, like I feel like
Mhm.
I need to know more, and I want to know
Yeah.
more.
Are you into musicals? Because I feel like that's a totally, it can be a totally different realm.
Not as into musicals. I've
Hmm.
seen a few, you know, Hamilton,
Hmm.
Newsies,
Hmm.
uh, all the popular ones, but I don't know. I guess I'm just not like super drawn by musicals. Not to say that they're like a bad genre,
Hmm.
but like, music by like bands or artists. I have like
Hmm.
a space that I'm in, and I have a space that I'm in when I'm watching a movie.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
so I don't like it kind of they like when they intersect when it's a musical, it's like, okay, this is a little overwhelming, but it's not like I can't do
Yeah.
it. Like I've watched musicals and I do enjoy like I think it's great that you can like incorporate those two things into
Hmm.
one and it's awesome. But me personally, I'm not really like super into musicals.
Yeah. That's interesting. So I've always loved musicals. I'm not
Mhm.
crazy about them. There's a point where it's too much, but I've never thought of it being like mixing the two. That's an interesting. That's so interesting. My last question for you would be if you woke up in an alternate universe, right, and you weren't directing, writing, like that wasn't your job, what kind of job would you have? Where would you live? Like you can pick anywhere. And then what kind of house would you have?
Wow. I can't imagine doing like anything but filmmaking, but I do have other things that I could think about. I really like doing my nails, and
Oh.
I might become a nail tech, who knows, in this alternate reality.
Mhm.
And I feel like, well, I live in California, and
Mhm.
I feel like it would be very lucrative to just have a nail business in
Yeah.
California
Yeah.
and maybe like around the beach or
Mhm.
something. Because like LA, like I'm sure there's thousands,
So many. There's
so
so
many.
many nail salons. And then
Yeah.
everyone has a different opinion of which one's good. And I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm just gonna go to Target and buy some nail polish. I
Right.
don't care. I'm too overwhelmed.
Yeah, I totally get that. But I feel like, yeah, because I do like enjoying that, like as just with myself.
Mhm.
And that is like a plan B, I guess you could say. Like if like filmmaking really doesn't work out, then I might just become a nail tech.
And
But I
like,
don't want to speak that into existence. Like I
no,
really want to
no,
make films, Yeah.
no, no,
But I
no,
get what you're
no.
talking about, like
Yeah,
just what if. Yeah.
yeah. And then, so like by the beach with some nails. That sounds strange. And do you have like a dream house, alternate dream house?
Well, I guess my dream right now would to ha be having a house, but you
That
know
is
what I
such a
mean?
good
But
point.
just having a house in general would be great, but I would want to live in like I don't okay. I like small houses, you know.
Hmm.
Um actually we live in a pretty big house right now, but it's not like big as in like it's a big house. It's just like, well, I mean, okay, I might not be making any sense, but we live in a big house where it's like just the space is small, but the house is big. Does that make sense?
Is it like tall?
It's very tall, and it
Okay,
doesn't need to
gotcha.
be tall at all. It could have easily been a one story, and I don't like it.
So, a refined area house near the beach with some nails, which will never happen because
Because I'm gonna be
you're
a director.
yeah, you're gonna be a director, and I'm really excited for that future. Well,
Oh, thank you.
thank you so much for sharing. Like, you probably have so much more knowledge, but thank you for just sharing like some of it with us. And
For sure.
this has
I
been,
love talking about this. Any chance I get, I love talking about it.
well, I can tell you're just so like glowing from it. I'm so happy that you found cinema, and
Yeah, I'm really happy too.
you're like, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. If I'm being
Well,
honest, it did kind of save me.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
love
was
those
going through a
stories.
really rough time
Yeah.
not that long ago, and I found this like thing that I love so much,
Uh-huh.
and it really helped me,
Hmm.
find inspiration and passion in that.
Oh, that is so good. Like something to
Hmm.
wake up to.
Definitely.
There's always a new tomorrow when you have something
Exactly.
you're excited about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pop the confetti! Because this is the halfway point of the series. I could not be happier with how these are coming together, and I think you guys should be pretty excited about the second half because I certainly am. Now, I gotta tell you something. Yes, buying an armadillo is a sign that you're in some kind of a life crisis, but next time you're walking it, you can still listen to us on Spotify. And I really think we can help you feel better about that strange purchase that you made. Anyways, thank you so much, and I will see you next time.